this as well. There's
This meeting is being
also let's mute ourselves. Hello, Renee. Lovely to see you. We've got your question here. Got lots of questions. Brilliant. And I will give you a chance to either, if I don't answer it, put it in the chat and I will answer it, or I will, of course, give the floor if there's time. But as you can see, there's loads of questions to get through. Dave, what I might do, if I may, Dave Williams, I might make you co-host, and if you can keep letting people in. Is that all right? Perfect. Dave's like my little helper. He always shows up when I need him. Here we go. 1 second. There's Steve. Right. People keep coming in. There's Nicola. I'll tell you what, I'll make Nicola co-host because she's part of the team. Hi, Nicola. Welcome. So Nicola is our systems person. Nicola, can I make you co-host and you can let people in? Can you let me know if that's okay? Give me a thumbs up. You might be busy with kids. So David, I'm going to make you co-host as well, just in case. There we go. Let me see what she said. So Nicola's our systems person. So any questions about systems, we will turn to her. So I'll just get going. So welcome everyone to Speak Awards Q&A. Obviously, we're a week and a half in now. We've seen the submissions come in. Well done. I know a lot of you are asking questions about submissions. A lot of you thinking about it. So that's why we want to put this on. Let me answer as many questions as I can in the next hour or so. And then we'll go from there. So as you can see, we've compiled them. Yeah, of course you can listen when you're finished, Clinton. No problem. Right, let's get going with some of the questions. And we've got Nicola here as well to answer any question about the system. Do you have a better chance of being shortlisted for the Speaker of the Year award if you apply for 2 categories? So let me explain. The Speaker of the Year is a compilation. So what we do is once everything's submitted and the system generates the rankings, we take the top rankings from that, and that's what the Speaker of the Award is decided by. So if you are shortlisted in 2 categories, yes, that does help maximize it because it will up your ranking according to the system. It does help, but it doesn't guarantee. Okay, so just to be clear, it can help, but it doesn't guarantee. Okay, so that's the answer to that. I will listen, see if other people's questions. Okay, I would like to apply for newcomer. Good. What makes a winning application? All right. Great question. What makes a winning application? By the way, give me a thumbs up emoji in the chat if you have already applied, or give me a heart if you're listening because you're thinking of applying. And I'll keep answering the questions. So I'm just intrigued. What makes a winning application? Good quality video, good quality sound, right? Those are important. That the video is relative to the category, that you haven't just blanketed it and put one video fits all, that's relevant to the category. Best way to put it, it's the type of video that would win, that speakers at an event. Can I just ask everyone mute themselves? I think they are Mary. Hi, Mary. So just keep that in mind. It's got to look good. It's got to sound good. It's got to be you being a bloody good speaker, or you being the best speaker you can be. And think of it as a video that you would put forward to win a... Someone muted me. Who muted me? Right? There you go. You can hear me. So it's got to be a video that you put forwards to win you a speaking job. Think of it that way. Okay. That's what makes a winning application. Also, really well-written speaker bio and why you should win helps the judge determine the kind of speaker you are or want to be if you're a newcomer. So all that is what makes a winning application, okay? I'll keep an eye on the chat here as well. So my show is not ready. Can you apply and send the show reel later? Yes, you can make the application. Just don't submit it, okay? So you can go through everything else, save the application, right? And then you can then close it when your show is ready. Steve, to your comment, I do know that Nicola, so there's a message here from Steve. Nicola has replied to you on what you need to do as well. Nicola's on the call, so we can see how we can help you there. Steve, you are an anomaly. We want to support you and make sure your application gets through. Okay, I don't think you'll have to delete it. but we'll look at systems in a bit. But basically, to answer that question, you can save it in draft and then come back and tweak and add videos later. Yes? So there you go. That answers that question. I am a newbie and would like to review the recording as I have a client meeting on Wednesday. Great. How to make my keynote super memorable. So is this in general or to do with the awards? Again, what will make your keynote memorable is to make sure that it sounds good, it looks good, you're delivering with passion, that you're an expert in your topic, that you know you're talking about, you're engaging. All the scoring criteria is there. And that's the same for a keynote generally. If you want to get booked a lot and become a keynote speaker, you've got to be an expert in your topic. You've got to be engaging. You've got to be energetic. That doesn't mean loud, by the way. You've got to be energetic. And you've got to really engage the audience. That's just generally when it comes to speaking, when it comes down to this. What is the key thing when submitting a show reel? Now, show reel is slightly different from other categories, because what really kicks in show reel is how well it's edited as well. Okay. There was a question, I believe, also around music in show reel and music in your videos. Just make sure the music adds to the presentation, doesn't distract, and it's good music and doesn't sound tinny. So I would make a decision. If it distracts from it, don't use it. If it adds an emotive element and it really adds a layer, use it. But what makes a good show reel? Well edited, smooth transitions, relevant footage as well. So keep an eye out for that when it comes to the show reel. And just to answer another question around the show reel, we get that the content in your show reel won't necessarily be over exclusively the last 12 months. Completely get that. Show reel is the only category that we will get that you might use older footage for. Okay, the other categories must be between the dates agreed. So show reel, we get it. Okay, you'll use a compilation, and we get that it's probably a compilation over 2 or 3 years even. That's okay for the show reel. But for the rest of the categories, you've got to stick to the dates. Are you with me, people? Yes? All right, I'm seeing thumbs up. Good. I'm seeing heads, nods, and people taking notes. That's good. I like it. Okay, what are the 3 areas you focus on in submissions? Can you share previous submissions that have won awards? Are there particular or recurring subject matters that have been most successful over the years? Okay, so everything, by the way, is transparent. If you submit, we share everything. If you need kind of and I believe we've even got, you can actually look at the scoring criteria and everything like that. So that's not a problem. You can do that. Look, the winning submissions did everything I said above. They were well recorded. They were well executed. It was easy to understand and listen to them and watch them. They clearly demonstrated an expertise, or that they were relevant to the categories, and they were really good speakers, right? So those are the trends, and that's across the board, all right? That's what we've seen with submissions of one. Any particular subject matters? No, the subject matters they do not influence the category. So if you're a live speaker about accounting and you're a great live speaker and you talk about accounting, and someone else is a great live speaker about mental health, they looked at equally. Just because someone's talking about mental health and not accounting doesn't give it weight. The topic doesn't give it weight. Okay, how you speak, how you deliver, how it's presenting, that's what gives it weight. Okay, I feel unsure about the video. Is it about me? Is it about my keynote? Okay, so the video you need to submit is the video that is relevant to the category, not a video going, hi, I'm Elliot Kay, I'm a speaker. No. Okay, great, you've got that. Thank you. I think that might be your question, Jota. Yeah, was that your one? Okay, great. So no, it's got to be the video for the category. I know someone also asked, I believe it's Andy Edwards, if you can do an intro to the video. You could go, hi, I'm Andy Edwards, this is my video. Any more than that, you're wasting your 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. My TEDx is nearly 17 minutes. I need to cut it down. I'm trying to get the original content from TEDx. If I can't, is there a way to download it from YouTube? and I'm even allowed to do that. I'll tell you, yes, there's way Google free download software that will allow you to download it. The reason I'm going to go, you can do it, is because you're not using the TEDx for commercial use. You're simply using it for promotional in one channel, and that's to win an awards. So I can't believe there'll be an issue by TEDx, okay? The only reason they really have an issue is when you use it for promotion, you chop it because they own the content. But if you're just submitting it for the awards, that shouldn't be an issue. I'll be amazed if TEDx goes, you can't do that. Worst case scenario is put the 17 minutes in there and tell the judges, please watch from this moment to this moment. That's the worst case scenario. And I'll brief the judges that that might happen due to TEDx's own restrictions. All right. Phew, this is fun. What a great way to spend a Wednesday afternoon in rainy UK. Boo. What's the best way to get speaking gigs? I don't believe that's to do with the awards. But that's a great question. Maybe I'll do another Q&A about that. I'll answer that in a nutshell, just to respect the fact you put that question. Be a great speaker, have a great show reel, have a great bio, have a great speaker bio, have a great one-pager, have a great website, have great content, have great social media presence, make great relationships. There you go. The formula to becoming a keynote speaker and getting gigs as well. For the best live speaker, we must submit a short extract of 3 to 5 minutes of our speech. Yes. And for live speaker, it needs to be shot as live. So the judges will look to see you as a live speaker on stage live. Other sections, other categories, there's certain things you can do to camera. Live speaker, it needs to show you live on stage, period. Otherwise, you're not relevant to the category. So really think about that, all right? Just introducing best practice for submission. I think I've covered that. I'm entering storyteller. Am I okay to introduce my story to camera? I think that's you, Andy. Yes. Hi, I'm Andy Edwards. This is my story. And crack on with it. Don't waste any more time than that. Yeah? What about online? How do you do that best? Can you elaborate on the online question? I'll come back to that. Okay, I'll circle back to that. Can I submit my TEDx into the best? You can. You can use your TEDx for live speaker because it was shot live. By all means, you can do that. Yes. If we submit to 2 categories, can we send the same one video for both categories? If it's relevant for 2 categories, like the question with the TEDx, it was shot live and it's TEDx, yes. If it's not relevant to the 2 categories, you do need 2 separate videos, all right? Please keep that in mind. Don't be a lazy speaker. If you need 2 videos, go and get 2 videos. But if one can work, by all means, go nuts. We want to make your life easy. My question around video is what I can and can't use. All right, there you go. So with video, I think I'll just repeat this. Make sure it's recorded well. We can be heard well, as in through professional mic, not from a distance and tinny. The picture's clear. It shows you off as a speaker. It's relevant to the category, right? That's the key when it comes to video. Think of it as you putting the video towards getting a job to speak on that in that category. That's the best way to think about it. Here's some other questions. Do you have to be in the Professional Speaker Association? No, we are not. You can be completely independent, no affiliation to any association. We will only look at your application as the application. We don't know or if you're part of an association or not, okay? We are not associated to the PSA. I'd like to inquire whether there's an opportunity to try the Speaker Awards virtually. We do not do it virtually. You can submit virtually, but the actual evening is in person in London on the 5th of July, should you be shortlisted. And there is an expectation that you will come. Last year, we had 13 different nationalities come to the awards, flying in from Dubai, from Belgium, from France, from Spain, from America, from Canada. We're not going to force you, right? The Speaker Awards police will not come and get you if you don't fly over. All right, just to let you know that. But we do want you in the room because we want to celebrate with you. Do we keep winning videos from last year? No, we don't, due to storage. You can see some of these answers already. How do I add a category once I've already paid? Nicola, would they just need to go through the whole thing again and do them as 2 separate applications? I'll wait for Nicola to answer that question because that's a Nicola question. Nicola, I believe what it says here, you go back and you start again using the same email you paid.
If you've done one application and you've paid it, you just go through and start your next application, and then you submit it again. And it says payment, but actually all you're doing is adding the prepay into the shopping cart and processing it. The reason we've done it that way this year is because we had a lot of people having problems with the payment facility in Zealous. So we've done it in a different way this year.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I need a drink.
Okay.
And so basically, you can either do it by processing both of your applications at the same time or doing one at a time. It's entirely up to you. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Great. Thanks, Nicola. I've used the same bio, same expertise, same outline. That's okay. Yeah, perfect. Plus same headshot, just 2 different videos. Yep, you can do that. Same bio, absolutely. Same headshot, absolutely. Please make sure with the headshot, those are the headshots you're happy to use for social media, because when you're shortlisted, we create banners for you, okay? And that we're not going to chase you. We're just going to use the one you've used. Yes, and 2 different videos. Perfect, Clinton. The footage is older. That's what I was talking about. So if the footage is older than the last 12 months that we state in the terms and conditions, there's got to be an element of trust and integrity here. We're not going to source check how long ago. We're going to trust you're submitting that from that period. The only category is the exception is the showreel, because we know you do a compilation of videos there. So I think that answers that. There we go. In front of a live audience or just video presenting without an audience, which is possible. Okay, so it depends. The question there is, does it need to be in front of a live audience or not? Okay, so if you're presenting for the virtual category, even the storytelling category, you are judged on, well, virtual, you're judged also on your delivery and the presentation as well, right? So that doesn't necessarily need to be live because you'll show us your presenter view. We won't really know. But for a live category, we'll need to see that it's live, is what I'm saying. So just be aware of the category. So storytelling, virtual to camera, that can work, right? Everything else according to the category. Because people submit virtual TED Talks because they were delivered virtually, and we accept that equally, right? And there could be 1 person in the crowd or thousands. We can't tell because we'll only get the presenter view, right? I've been asking, I have no footage, I have been speaking, not on a regular basis. Then you can go and film something for this. We will absolutely accept that. Am I saying your name when I say Jota? Is that correct? Is that, no? Okay, I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name.
Jutta.
Jota?
Jutta is my name. But
Jota, okay. Jota.
Well,
Sorry if I can't quite nail it. But you can film something for this. That's okay, as long as it's relevant to so virtual storytelling, right? That can work, right? Is there a snippet I like to use longer than 5 minutes? Can I just cut segment in the middle, make it shorter? If I cut in the end, judges may not be able to understand. So that's a great question, because we get that you might want them to see snippets of it. So the important part with that is do not dilute the content, right? That's what's really important there. So you can chop it and stick it together. The important part is, depending on the category, right, that we're able, the judges, remember, I'm completely removed. I have nothing to do with the judging process, but they can judge you in line with the category and what the category demands, okay? Lack of recent footage I've covered. I didn't have an audience shot, but I was speaking and my audience clipped. Does that still, yes, that still constitutes a live talk. Absolutely. Given I have no short of footage or me doing professional gig, nothing lined up. Yes, you can do something to Zoom. What I just said, it has to be relevant to the category. So live speaker is not for you. TEDx, not for you. Showreel, no. Bookability, no. Newcomer, virtual, storyteller, yes. I can't remember the others. Sustainability and change and force for good, yes. Right? That can work as well. I'm looking to enter a collage of one of the categories for video. Do you accept several cuts? Yes, I've spoke about that. Just don't dilute the delivery. How I recommend you watch the edited version. Yep. So we've got, that's the on the Speaker Awards page. There's also the launch party where we've gone through lots of the categories if you haven't watched it, and even there's a demo of the system as well. That's there too. How do I log back in to complete my application? So when you pay on the thank you page, there is a link to Zealous. Click on that, save it, copy it somewhere where you can find it, and then you'd log in as you'd log into most places, email and your password, okay? That's how you do that. And here's some from Gmail. I know some of you emailed that. What are the key points that you constitute an amazing video submission? So I think I've covered that. But I'll say again, because I think this keeps coming up. Clear, clear. Like if I were to submit this wouldn't be good. All right, this is not good for submission. Okay, so clear picture, clear volume, tone, excellent delivery, relevant to the category, smooth and easy to watch for the eye. Think about it as if you were putting you forward for a job and you want to show in your best light. That's what constitutes an amazing video submission. If you want to go fancy and add layering like music, make sure it adds, not distracts, okay? Can you please clarify if the application video is supposed to be a recording? I think I've talked about that. So if it's a live category, it needs to be live. Otherwise, most things are going to be recorded, as in you're not going to deliver live, but it needs to be recorded live. Online speaking event I've done, you can use that to submit. But again, just be aware that for the live category, right, it needs to come across as live. All right, keep that in mind. If it's online, go for the virtual. Okay. I can create, or I can record something. I think we know people that go and record specifically. If you think that would show you off in best light, for example, Gia Lily on this call, I know she specifically sorted out a talk to get filmed so she could submit it. It all depends how you and what you want to do with this. But you can do that. Absolutely, yes. Okay. What are the 3 key areas to focus on submission? Okay, I think I've answered that. Please rewind if you're catching up now. Can you share previous submissions? We can't, we don't store them. A, for storage reasons, and B, it's because it's actually not our content to store. Are there particular, okay, we've been through these, haven't I? Any advice you could offer for a virtual application? Okay, top advice for virtual application. Make sure you're seen well, heard well, clean picture, nicely put together. If you're using effects, they're not clunky, things like that. That's my advice for that. I understand need to upload video lasting 3 to 5 minutes. I plan to use a snippet for my longer, I don't know if I can make a big montage. Okay, we've been through that. Can you upload 2 different videos? Yes, you can. You can use the same one for 2 categories if relevant. And this is from Simone's LinkedIn before I jump back into the chat. What are the key points of content? Okay, we've been through that one. What makes an amazing video? Is the video we have to make about us? Do you know if it's about the keynote? If it does say the video is supposed to be about, please give me clarity. Is it a pitch about me as a speaker or my topic? The video you submit is about you speaking, not you as a speaker. It's not pitch video. The pitching happens in your bio on why you should win. And of course, by the video you submit. You're not going, hi, my name's Elliot Kay, and this is why I should be on Britain's Got Talent. No, it's not that kind of thing. All right. It's you speaking, just to be absolutely clear. All right. I just want to make sure people get that. Right. I'm going to Speak Awards 5th of July. Woohoo! Already paid the fee. I'm staying overnight on Friday night at the hotel and I'm keen to go for dinner. Okay. This is how you upgrade. If you've bought a ticket for the summit, right, and you want to come for the dinner, here's you're gonna just have to wait, and I'll tell you why. After the 21st of April, when submissions close, we go into judging. The shortlisting is announced on the 10th of May. The first round of tickets goes to everybody shortlisted first, right? So if you've submitted and you haven't bought a ticket for the evening, but you bought for the day, and you're shortlisted, you will be offered either to upgrade or buy a ticket. Only once we've opened it up for the people on the short list will we then open it up to the public. So for the person that asked this question, right, you'll just have to wait till we open it to the public to be able to join us for dinner. Because here's the thing, I think most of you heard it on the launch party, is we only have 110 tickets for the evening, right? That's it. We are very limited. Now, keep in mind that last year we had 130 applications, and in the room we had 136 people, right? This year it's a bigger room. There's much more, but a lot of them already gone when we did early release. So I'm just being honest and open. So first round goes to the shortlistees, and then second round goes to the public. If you bought the VIP, the same applies, I'm afraid, right? We have to wait for the evening to open up to public. But yes, let's talk about that. Sarah, do you know how much it will be to attend the dinner? The early bird we did, I believe, was 167. I believe, do not quote me on this, I believe it will be around 197 for the dinner. Okay, do not quote me on this, but it won't be far off that. All right, just so you know. Okay, got that. I'll come back to you, Nicola. I can see your question. I think I'll submit an application. It's slightly daunting in the fact that I worry if people from my circle community will be okay with what I have to speak about. Okay, so there's a bit of sensitivity here. If possible, I'd like to check in and see if you have any advice, as I do want to apply. Okay, so here's the thing to whoever put that forward, and that's a great question. We will not be publicly displaying any of your footage. So what you submit to the judges, they're the only ones that will see it. So unless it's something that's incredibly racist, sexist, misogynistic, discriminatory, the judges will just watch it for what it is and judge it according to your delivery. That's it. So don't worry from that point of view. We're not here to push you or expose you in any way. We're here to go, yes, you're an award winner. Well done. I just want you to understand that as well. So I hope that helps that question, right? Let me scroll back a bit. And then in a minute, well, just Nicola, if you can just give some tips around Zealous from everything that we've had, and then we'll see any more questions. So let me just scroll back. I've done Sarah. Is it better to submit 2 different videos of the same content for TEDx? And storytelling is better for me refilming? You know, Nicholas, a great question. Here's what I'm going to say to this. If you feel that the story in TEDx shows you in your best light as a storyteller, use it, right? Why not? You know, that's what I would say. It's okay if it's from TEDx, and then use either a different segment or the same segment for TEDx. And I'll tell you why. They're judged separately. They're not the same judges. TEDx judges, storytelling judges, different judges. All right. So that's why as well. So there'll be completely independent judging process as well. Thanks, Nicola. I've submitted the showcase storytelling. Okay, Steve. So any more questions that came to mind? Have I missed anyone's questions that might have emailed in? Please do let me know. But also do ask questions because we're here to answer questions as well. The storytelling category states that it can be filmed specifically for the application. Yeah. My ask is whether it can be a hybrid. Yes. Yes. Here's what I'll say, Andy. As long as it shows off your storytelling and doesn't distract because you're cutting back and forth, then go for it, right? If it will distract from your ability to win, right, or to be shortlisted, then I would just choose one or the other. That's my advice. Ultimately, it's your choice. I hope, does that work for you? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. I hope that answers your question. Now I'm a bit scared. I'm just a bit scared right now. Woo! There's a lot of pressure on me answering all these questions. I'm all solo as well. Okay, Nicola, any tips and advice so far from what's come through with Zealous, the system? I'll hand it off to you while we have you on the call.
I've had questions about the link and stuff, but the link should be in the emails that you got from the purchase. It also shows up on the thank you page from purchasing your ticket as well. I can't give that the link willy-nilly because it is set as a private awards because of the way that we have set it up this year. And obviously majority of the application is filling in your bio. It is text-based. You can copy and paste from a Word document. In fact, I would probably advise doing that in case you have to stop partway through the application and then you either forget to save it or something along the way. We all do that sort of thing sometimes. So just to save yourself the frustration, maybe type it all out in a Word document or a Google Drive doc first, and then copy and paste it across. You do need to have a headshot available for the application because it will be used on our social media if you get shortlisted or if you win an award. Obviously, you do need to upload your videos when they're ready. And it helps if you have an uploadable video and it's stored somewhere on either YouTube or Vimeo, because sometimes if the upload fails and you haven't realised and then you've submitted your application, we have a fallback. So the judges can still access your material from the link as opposed to from the uploaded content. Should it fail on your upload, whether your internet decides it's going down, etc. Okay. In terms of submitting your applications, you have already paid for them, and this is one of the reasons why we've made the event private this year. A lot of people have problems paying through Zealous last year, so we've done the payments separate. So when you get to the submission part, you want to make sure that you add the number of applications. At the end, it says it's free. You just need to cancel out that card payment basically by adding it into your checkout. And once that's added, the checkout will kind of say, oh, no, you don't need to pay anything, and you just need to update the order. Okay, and that's how it processes. So confirm the number of applications you're putting through, and it's going to be 1 or 2 or 1 at a time. Okay, you can only submit maximum of 2. The system won't allow you to submit any more than that. And yeah, and then it's done. If you do have any issues, then obviously drop us an email, which is what we have been doing with clients that have had technical issues. But other than that, if you've got any questions, fire away.
So the email, by the way, is hello@thespeakersawards.com as well. It sounds like a great system. It is. When it works properly, it's a fantastic
When
system.
it works. We had fun and games with it last year, which was the first year we'd used it. And then obviously we ironed out as many of the little quirks this year as we could, which is, it was either one way or the other. And this was the easiest way for us to do it this year. There's never an ideal system that's going to fit everybody's suit and allow for a smooth judging process as well. But no, this works quite well.
Okay, I bought a VIP ticket. Do I still have to? So the VIP ticket is for the Thursday before the event and Friday day. So yes, so the VIP ticket, you just so people understand what this is. Yes, we issue receipts, invoices, etc. Andy Edwards, absolutely. So to answer your question, the VIP is limited to 10 people, and you get Thursday with myself, Maria Franzoni, Kay Freeman, Paul Green, on the Thursday, including lunch and a drink at the end and during the day. We don't want you too drunk. And then you get, and then on Friday, the day as well. It doesn't, they're separate events, okay? I hope that clarified. Brilliant. Yes, we do issue receipts, invoices, and VAT. All you need to do is email hello@thespeakerawards.com and request one, and we will get that to you ASAP. We have someone whose job it is to monitor for those questions. Are there VIP tickets left? There are. There are currently 4 tickets left. So there are indeed. But we'll email about that, right? Let's keep this on the awards today. Unless you're like, no, I want an award, let me know. Okay. There we go. There's the email. Any questions that you want answered while we're on the call? You got our systems whiz master, Nicola. You got me. My official title is head thingamabob, right? So, because I'm the visionary and I get involved in so many things. But do you have any questions that we can answer while we're on the call? You can either put them in the chat or, feel free. We've got the time to unmute yourself and then we'll go from there. So Thingy-bob, yep, that's my chief Thingy-bob. Good luck to you all. May the best speakers. And thank you, Clinton. Oh, nice cuddles. Hello. Ah, that's so cute. Okay. I'll stick around for any questions. Ayaka Clinton, yes, good luck to everybody. Look, be in it, enter it. It's going to help you get clear. It's going to help you define you as a speaker. Even just going through the process of the application or get you targeted. Go through it. You never know where you're going to land. I can't promise anything, but I do know you'll come out better on the other side, regardless of where you end up. Is the best technology speaker specifically for people who speak about technology or technical audience? David, tell me more what you're thinking. Do you want to unmute yourself so you can explain that?
I'll unmute and speak. I speak specifically to technical audiences, but I speak more about soft skills to those audiences. The message is tailored for technical audiences.
So technology speaker, it could work. It's more like people that speak about AI and sort of that aspect of speaking, to do with the tech space. So
I'm with you.
Yeah, so, well, because we've got Andy Cooley, who's also applying, and I know he speaks a lot in the gaming space, but he's still not a technical, he's not a technical speaker, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah. You could try.
Thanks for
You might be lucky, I don't know. But I wouldn't waste your two categories if I was you. I know I'm still screen sharing. That's fine. I don't mind I'm screen sharing. That's okay. But I can come off it, I suppose. You don't need to see the questions. We've gone through it. There we are. Oops. Cool. Any other questions? Otherwise, yes, Sarah, do you have a question, my love? No question? Or you just say, why am I getting thumbs? Is that no to question or thumbs down to this?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay.
Thumbs up for a great session.
Thank you. It's like she's going, thumbs down, I don't like you. Like me, please like me. Okay, brilliant. We will send this recording out again. So if you missed anything, have another watch. Okay, now I can see all your beautiful faces and not a sheet of paper. I'm happy to hang back a bit if you want to ask me a question that you don't want to ask publicly. I can stop the recording. But I'll hang back because we've got time. We've got 20 minutes. So, but if you've got no more questions and we've answered your question, then feel free to hop off, do your thing. If we haven't answered your question, please ask it so I can, because I want to answer as many questions. I want you to leave here with as much clarity as possible. So please ask the question. As I said, I'm going to hang back until every single one of you is off the call. And then we'll go from there. So up to you what you want to do. Yes, Andy, my friend. Unmute yourself.
I'm working out how to come off mute. That's a technology. With regard, I haven't gone through the process yet, so I might be asking a question that's not very obvious when it comes to it. But how many words do we have, for instance, when we say this is why I should win? Is it a paragraph? Is it 300 words? What's
200 characters, isn't it?
How many?
It goes to about 200 words.
200 words, okay.
It's the equivalent of about 200 words.
Well, I'll cut it down then.
Yes. It will let you know if it's too many, but I think it's 200 words. I remember seeing 200 when going through the system.
Thank you.
Yes, we've got Jill.
Oh, hi there. Thank you. Just on the back of Andy's question there, I have also not been through the process either. So but there's just something. We're going to answer the question about why should I win? Is it because of us as a speaker or the content message? So I did a TED talk, the content that I was speaking about.
I think it can be both, right? I think it can be you as a speaker and the message you're going to bring as a speaker. Because remember, the whole reason I set up the awards is to elevate speakers and to shine the light on great causes and great speakers. So you
Yes.
thinking about your message, I think, because that's a big part of your speaker identity, I'll assume, and a lot of speakers, it'll be part of the reason why you speak, because the message you care so much about. So I would, yes, have it in there. As long as it works within the word count. I should win because I'm this speaker and my message is this, and it will help me open doors to get to this, right? So if we take, for example, some of the winners from last year, what it's helped them do is open doors that otherwise weren't open, but also, and a lot of it is because of what they stood for.
Yes.
Right? So that's a big part of it. There you go. 200 words, 200 words, 200 words, Andy. Nicholas
you.
got your screenshot. Perfect. Does that answer your question, Jill?
It does. Thanks very much.
Fab. Any other questions? Yes.
I think I applied for reel, but I don't want to do a reel because that's not possible. So I made literally, I think, a mistake. Can I undo that? Or because I haven't submitted anything, I just paid my fee and that's it, and put my name in.
So if you haven't submitted anything, don't worry about it.
Okay, good.
Just submit what you do want to submit and choose the category, because there'll be a drop down. As long as you haven't pressed submit, I think it doesn't matter, right, Nicola? Yeah.
I hope. In case I have pressed submit, I will have a look. Then I will tell you that this is an empty submit, and please just delete it, even if I would have paid for it. But I don't think I have pressed submit. Must be a long time ago. Okay, thanks.
No worries.
Sorry, brains.
Just to remind some of you, because I know this happened to Sarah, if you bought our Black Friday offer, then you would have got an entry included, one, right? So Sarah, for example, paid for another. If that's the case, just email us and we'll talk about that case to case. If you don't want to enter two, for example. But yeah, so just to remind you, I think everybody that got the Black Friday's got the link by now, no?
Oh, is there a specific link for the Black Friday thing? One of my questions that I thought I'd missed out on.
So you should have got an email saying, here's your link for your one entry. Has that not happened, Andy?
To be fair, I haven't checked because I get quite a bit coming through from you because I follow you and stuff. So I will go back and make sure that's the case. If I haven't, I'll give you a shout. But
give us an email, we'll send that over to you. So yeah.
That will therefore necessitate two separate entries, would it, rather than...
Did you buy 2 tickets?
No, I mean my second entry because I want to enter 2 categories.
Yes, so you'll need to buy the second entry, but the first one is included.
I got
Unless you
that.
bought 2 tickets. If you bought 2 tickets, you get 2 tickets.
No, not paying for you, Elliot.
Oh, well, someone has to. Okay, cool. No, yeah, so have a look through, email us if it hasn't come through yet. All right, it should have done. Brilliant. Any further questions, my dear people? Gia Lily, is that a hand up I'm seeing there? No? Okay. Well, listen, good luck. You know, it takes a certain person to even want to go through this process, so I commend you. Well done. Keep up the amazing work. Keep going, and we will see you all very soon. I look forward to the applications coming through. Remember, the speakersawards.com is where you apply. Any questions, hello@thespeakerawards.com, and we're happy to answer everything. Thank you very much, people. Loads of love. I'll stay back a bit in case one of you just wants to talk one-to-one, but you can hop on. See you later. Thanks for coming up. You want to talk to me? Okay. Bye. I'll stop the recording. Stop recording.